as a policy officer for a human rights NGO that advocates with and on behalf of people who are or have been through the international protection process, including advocating for the establishment of an alternative system to direct provision. My role is to engage in advocacy work around direct provision and the international protection system through contributing to policy development, collaborative campaigns and public awareness activities. So I was in 6th year in school when the government first announced the establishment of the direct provision system almost 20 years ago. I actually remember writing an essay about it in my Leaving Certificate English exam that year, and I've advocated around the issue ever since in a personal and professional capacity. So there are a number of challenges and failures evident in the system here in Ireland that impact severely on people's human rights. The most concerning aspects of the system relate to administrative delays and the lack of resources available to ensure a functioning system and appropriate supports. This results in people waiting on average of 3 years, but can be up to 10 years in some cases, for a final decision on their application for international protection. During this time, they live in substandard shared accommodations with limited or no right to access employment, social welfare or education. Unfair, cruel, defensive, racist, institutionalised, bureaucratic, short-sighted and profitable. So the direct provision system was established almost 20 years ago. The failures of the system and the negative impact that it has had on individuals, families and communities has been evident since its establishment, but they have never been effectively addressed at this stage. The Irish system does not respond effectively to global or societal change or to varying needs of the individual. It is profoundly unfair to force people to live in residential institutions with very limited rights, thus treating people who apply for international protection in Ireland as criminals until proven innocent. The direct provision system denies people of the very basic but fundamental right to live in dignity. The right to privacy, work, an adequate standard of living, and education are just some of these rights which are violated under this system. The legal application process is mired with administrative delays and has insufficient resources to effectively and appropriately manage the workload. It is deeply unfair to force people to wait up to 10 years on a decision for their application for permission to remain in Ireland, particularly when living in such dire conditions in the direct provision system. To deport a child born in Ireland and raised in direct provision to their parents' country of origin is one of the cruelest actions the government takes, in my opinion. So I believe that the direct provision system has failed and has caused much more harm than good. I believe that it needs to be replaced with a non-profit system that is based on human rights principles. People seeking international protection should not be treated like criminals. They may have complex needs and may require support, which would require targeted services and resources not currently provided. Others have skills and experience which could contribute to our society if given the chance. This would require lifting current restrictions around access to employment and education. The international protection application process also requires additional resources to ensure that delays are limited and that people are appropriately supported by legal representatives throughout the process, which is not currently the case.